I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, this is where I talk about twin flame process. And if anybody wants to get personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to the website. And always just to remind you, and if you've not been here before, so my readings are channeled. So it is coming straight from higher consciousness through me. And I had this is a reading for the moon, which is a new moon. It's a super moon. It's in Pisces, 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. It's Sunday the 10th of March, which is tomorrow morning, and it's in Pisces. And last night, or should I say this morning, in the middle of the night, basically, I had some downloads about the moon, and what they were saying was, I can't remember it completely clearly. One thing they said was Elvis has left the building. So like Elvis is representative of the masculine energy, basically, and leaving the building, you know that old phrase, Elvis has left the building, is saying that the masculine's process is finished or final or complete. So there was that, and that this is a healing energy for the masculine mind in Pisces. So you might notice that in your life as the feminine, either you are going to be aware of something in you that has healed, maybe even last night. I had physical healing going on last night, which was what woke me up. So you might notice something inside of you you're noticing a healing going on. You can notice that by, weird gurgling sounds sometimes in your stomach. Anything that just feels unusual in your body. Pain as well is a sign of healing, of course. So you might, have noticed it through aches and pains. Sometimes it's things that have gone, you're like, oh God, that old pain's back again. I had that yesterday as well, actually, in the shoulder. It's like that's cropping up again. Anything really, rashes, pains, itches, stuff like that, that's comes up for one last time for you to just go, oh, there comes some more healing. That's, so, and it's the last time. So coming up in the masculine psyche, basically, for the last time. So I'll just share with you as well, I had a very interesting thing happen. I won't go into it in great detail, but it was around control issues, and I'm very aware that my masculine counterpart has control issues, but also very aware that my masculine counterpart was not aware at all that they had control issues. And I've had control issues for some time living in this location, but I don't have control issues. I didn't have them till I got here. So minorly, very minor maybe, I guess everyone's got a little bit of it, right? But because it's the ego, isn't it, going overboard. But majorly whilst I've been here, and I had clarity around that, and then obviously that's my masculine counterpart receiving the clarity, oh, I've got control issues, which is why I hold back from things, because I can't control external circumstances, so that means that I'd rather not deal with them. So you might notice you have clarity around something, that is something that's healed in the masculine counterpart, as well as maybe you're just noticing a healing in yourself somehow. You might feel released from something, so freed. So you might experience this as quite high energy. Oh yeah, they're just saying out the door. So that's another thing as well they said last night, because it's Pisces, it's the exit point, right? It's the last sign of the zodiac. And they just said again, it's going out the door. So something ending, something completing, finishing. In a long line, they're saying, so hereditary issue maybe that's come about that your twin has had to experience through family, something that's been passed down generationally. These things tend to be, Let's have a look at the cards, see what else they say. My stomach just gurgled in. in agreement. It's still healing, obviously. Right, so let's have a look. I think that's if it looks like 2 cards, but it's only 1 card. Right, so that's the energy as well. It's like things appearing one way when they're another way. It's all going a bit weird now in this moon. It's all starting to kick in. It's all getting a bit ethereal and a bit Piscean and a bit kind of like through the veil, and seeing through the veil, clarity coming, and also just things coming through the veil really easily that you can get the clarity on. It's like suddenly the veil clears and it's like, oh, look, that's what it was all about. It's that kind of stuff, right? So it comes through vibrationally before it comes through physically. So it's going to come through energetically. You're going to get clarity around your twin flame process, clarity around your twin flame, clarity around the masculine's healing, clarity around your own healing, clarity basically about your own process and what your process has been about. And you get that come through energetically, vibrationally, before you get anything come through physically. However, what follows physically is representation of what's gone on vibrationally. So you do get a follow through physically on the vibrational clarity. So it's something here coming in the physical, 8 of Pentacles, following what is vibrational. So coming in the Aries, which is after the Piscean moon, basically, and Aries is rebirth. And it's probably not going to sync up exactly straight away, but we've also got Easter coming, which is also rebirth for the masculine, because it's Jesus reborn, and Jesus is masculine, and also it's it'd just be interesting. I've got no idea actually, because I know it's Aries after this Pisces moon, but then it would just be, I'm just wondering, what is Easter coming in? Is that also coming in an Aries moon? I've got no idea. But maybe that's something to look at. I don't know. Right. Or maybe we'll look at it then. Who knows? Right. So 8 of Pentacles and then Hierophant, which is relationship, and it's high relationship. So it's a relationship that is resemblant of source, basically. So we've got that coming through the physical dimension. And then we've got, they're saying the masculine agenda. They said the Pope, and then they said the masculine agenda. Right, so the Pope is the patriarchy, which is very masculine, which is that very egotistical, very kind of closed off, driven, like boxed off. It's like everything correct and organised and ordered, right? It's like... everything has to be exactly the way that it's got to be, because the masculine has to have complete control over everything, right? Because otherwise it can't function, because otherwise it will get emotional. And if it gets emotional, it's going to lose itself, and it can't lose itself. So it's got to be in the realms of organised, logical, rules and regulations. So that's this... they're saying patriarchal kind of force of the masculine. That's all they're saying, right? It's just what it is. And then we've got 9 of Pentacles, which is the feminine and the power of the feminine in the physical environment. So the power of the feminine is what they're talking about here. Is they're talking about this kind of, they just said tribal, pagan, like the force of the feminine, So everything that the feminine is in the physical environment, not just in a person, but the feminine in the environment is rebirth, it's growth, it's renewal, it's birth itself, right? Because that's what the feminine does. So, and it's things, it's got so much power, because without that feminine, the force of the feminine, nothing would grow on the earth, right? So it's got a lot more, because it's like out of bounds of the masculine. This control, this effect of control. The feminine energy is about what can happen beyond control, basically, and how things break through controlled environments. It's like you could lay concrete down, like those movies where it's cities that it's like the end of the world, it's like the apocalypse, and all the cities have been overgrown by vegetation again, because it just bursts through the concrete, because it can't be held back. So it's like feminine energy can't be held back, basically, through this Pisces moon. It's like it's pushing through for rebirth. It's pushing through to bring rebirth into the environment following the moon. So that's what they're saying there, basically. Something coming in the physical through the force of the feminine. It's not like you've got to do anything, or you've got to be anything, or think anything, or have anything, or say anything, or anything. It's just the power of what it is. That it's like feminine power is ultimately, it's like they're showing me like an image of a woman just sitting there serenely and not doing anything. It's not like an action power. It's just a kind of like, I will have, everything is mine. I will have everything that I desire because I'm me, right? It's like, look at me and my beauty and my desirability and I own. It's like I own the world. It's like stronger than the masculine, basically, is what they're saying. I'm just telling you what they're saying, right? So whether you agree or not, I mean, I don't know. That's just what they're saying about how this moon's effect is. It's like the feminine force is so much stronger than the masculine's force. Right, and then we've got 9 of Cups, which is happiness and wishes coming true and all desires met. We've got that there. Ace of Pentacles right in the middle, which is brand new beginning in the physical world. They're not saying anything else about these. I'm just telling you what the cards are. And then we've got Page of Swords, which is information coming through. So this could be a message, a telegram, they just said. Yep, maybe once, a long time ago, more likely an email or a text. Same thing, really. Information coming through into they're saying new world here, like a new world coming. Happiness is like, it's like an ending of sorts in the 9. It's like nearly, it's got 2 9s. It's like nearly there, basically. It's like, what else is there to do? There's nothing else to do apart from arrive at nirvana, arrive at your destination, which is paradise, they're saying. So that's it, right? So we've got that coming as well. I've just got to say as well, the energy in the feminine is so relaxed. It's so easygoing. It's so like complete. It feels so kind of like just at one with self and really like happy and, this energy of like take it or leave it. Nothing matters. Nothing. I don't care about anything. Everything's fine as it is. Just really easy, relaxed. Lazy Sunday kind of feeling in the feminine. Oh, it's Lazy Sunday tomorrow, isn't it? And then new beginning, and then here we've got the Pisces, we've got the healing of the star, so that is the healing that's coming through. So it's your relaxation, basically, that's the healing. So you could have multiple things going on in your life that could be, everything is asking the question, are you going to be worried about me? Are you going to be concerned about me? Are you going to spend your time fretting about me and being concerned about me? Are you going to let go of it all and just let everything flow and relax? And you take the option, just let go and flow and relax. Because that's the answer to the query, right? Whenever anything's saying, are you going to worry? The answer is no, I'm going to kick back and relax. Because worry doesn't get you anything but more things to worry about. Right? So the healing is there in the feminine. It's just like, they've just got this energy of like, la, 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 going on tomorrow for the feminine. Just like, kind of a nothing to do energy. Maybe you're finishing up this week of like doing a lot of stuff, of like completing a lot of tasks, getting a to-do list done, signing everything off. Maybe you don't even realise that you're being guided to finish things off today so you don't have anything to do tomorrow. Or maybe you finished them off yesterday so you don't have anything. Maybe there was a race against time, they're saying. Some people have been in a race against time thinking you never get something done and suddenly it's just all done. For now anyway, because there'll be a going back to things, but for now, for this moon, all done. Energy moving through, right? So we've got Knight of Wands, which is energy, the movement of energy. Masculine in the Hierophant. Really, again, showing me the energy of like a priest in a Catholic church. And that breaking free energy, masculine breaking free of the constraints of an organisation that has been holding them in a Well, keeping them in a holding pattern, basically, of not being able to break free. And then we have the Queen song coming in. I want to break free. Which, funnily enough, in the video is men wearing women's clothes, right? So there we go. Exactly. It's the masculine moving into the feminine, right? And being reborn through this breakthrough chaos, the energy they're saying, the chaos of breaking free. And then we've got here fear, Seven of Swords. So we've got physically in the Eight of Pentacles, something, momentum into the physical, that is, in the Eight of Pentacles, a brand new beginning. And then we've got fear coming up around that. So maybe during the moon, you're going to notice some little pops of fear in your environment. Or I don't know, are you going to be noticing pops of fear? Or maybe you're going to notice there isn't any fear anymore. But there's something around fear occurring at this moon. Maybe the things that you used to be fearful of, you'll see them and you won't be fearful of them anymore. Maybe, you'll have that little bug trot across the carpet in front of you and you'll just like, I don't care. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to bother doing anything about it. Something like that, Whereas once you would have rushed to get it out of the house and clear it up and clear up the mess, right? And get control and get organised and make sure everything's safe and sound. Maybe there's some element of letting go of that fear. Because there's something here about dropping a fear, right? Elvis has left the building, the masculine's left the building, the fear has left the building. So there's something about it just not being in the way. Let's have a look underneath. Love comes from love, Eight of Cups. So love comes from love. So the feeling of just of loving whatever it is that's happening in your life right now. How your day is, basically. That's what's right now. It's not tomorrow and it's not yesterday and it's not 3 months away or 6 months away or a year away. It's just now, right? So it's love comes from love. So love in the minute that you're existing in brings love in the next minute that you exist in. So you work that closely with how you move forward. You don't work with any, more distance than that. So love comes from love. They're just saying put your feet up and relax. What is more to love about life than that? Life this is the time, they're saying time to take it easy. Feminine, rebirth, new beginnings, water baths, the star, healing, maybe get in a bath, have a bath. Or an there's isolation tanks or an Epsom salt bath, something where you float, where you don't even feel like you don't exist, that kind of thing. A sauna, steam room, anything, swimming pool, that kind of stuff. Lazy bed, again, they said they like to call it your lazy bed. And let's have a look at one more on these. Let's see what else. They're saying something's coming through. I feel like we say this every time. Maybe it is for everybody at a different time then. Saying something's coming through. Masculine energy, King of Wands. So the masculine reborn, brand new beginning. Underneath, love comes from love. And someone reaching out in the physical. So all you've got to do, right, everybody talks about twin flame, how to reunite with your twin flame. What do you do to reunite with your twin flame? You love everything. And you love the minute that you're in. And you just love it, and that's all you do. And you carry on moving from minute to minute to minute, loving the minute that you're in. Loving everything that's in the minute that you're in. Acceptance is love. Accepting the minute that you're in, no matter what it looks like. And you just move like that. And as you move like that, you defeat everything that ever was not love. And then you come into the light completely. And that is organisation, right? That is self-organisation through the twin flame principle, through the twin flame energetic partnership. Because you come into the light, they come into the light. You come into the love, they come into the love. Right, that's that. Eight of Pentacles, the wounded warrior is coming out on that. So made physical, basically. Manifesting into the physical is the masculine. We've got masculine. Right, so this is masculine wounded as well. Or rising up from their woundedness, healed, basically. Another 9. On the edge of healing, they just said. right on the edge of healing, like coming out of the forest, basically. And then this is the masculine healed. 4, King of Wands, number 4, which is mastery, masculine in mastery. Fear down here, ending of your story, they just said. So this is the feminine, another 9. So again, the edge of it is the ending of your story. You're coming out of your pain, your worries and your woes. You're coming out of the twin flame process. Rebirth, they just said it again. Also Aries in the King of Wands, that comes after the moon. 9 of Pentacles, and we've got the Tower, which is a massive split in the matrix, basically, which is something coming out of the blue. You know, like the Terminator movies, where they arrive out of a different time, and it's all the sparks flying as they manifest into a different time. It's like that, right? Something is breaking through the barriers of the physical dimension into manifestation through the complexity of the feminine. And at the moment, a feminine is complex, right? Also manifested as feminine is complex. You have everything. There is masculine, there is feminine. There's mind, there's emotions, there's vibration, there's physicality. You're not dealing with just one thing. There's a whole realm of, facets to your beingness, like manifesting through the facets of your beingness. So what beingness is it that you're being this weekend? Is your being relaxation in a physical sense that is contributory to the healing of the physical environment in a physical sense, is what they're saying. So you're bringing something through. They're saying a refusal to worry. So maybe there is something that is knocking on the door of your reality saying, you've got to worry about me. And you're just like, no. And you're not even with any kind of shock after effect in yourself. It just doesn't even feel like worry. It just doesn't even feel like you're even able to worry. It just feels like it's not even affecting your vibrational body. There is no tremor inside of a worry. You know, when you worry and everything tightens up, or you get a lump in your throat, or your vibration drops, or, all sorts of things, lower backache, panic, all this stuff that comes up when there's some like fear. But it just feels like there's just a complete drop of that template. So you can't lock into it. You can't get into it anymore. The door has closed. Elvis has left the building. The fear has left the building. And healing. Let's have a look. Complete in the world. So we are complete in Pisces. The healing is complete. And then we have the moon here in the middle. Reborn in Aries. The masculine in mastery. And the feminine's not got to do anything apart from just be liberal with your understanding of your completeness. And maybe just observe your ability to function in the physical without any representation of the masculine kicking off inside of you, which would be worry, because the masculine is ego and it's worry. So maybe just observe that you're like, ho-hum, got nothing, I'm not feeling it. It's just not feeling it. You're not feeling the worry, basically. You're not feeling the fear, the stress. 9 of Cups, happiness is the conclusion, they just said. Now, 4 of Pentacles. So right now in your physical environment, the 4 of Pentacles, happiness. Speaking personally, this is also a few drinks of wine today. It's calling to me because the moon's coming. It's calling me to get on the sofa with it and relax. Right, so Page of Swords and thoroughly let go, Right, Page of Swords here, information coming through, and then we got Ten of Swords, which is ending. So an ending again to like everything that's gone through. That's a proper ending, 10, in the mind, and the worry and the fear and the stress. There's nothing left. It's all done and dusted. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, nowhere to You know, nothing else, no other dirt to dig up on yourself and have a look at it and wonder about it and, you know, assess it. I'm talking for the masculine, right? Because the feminine only does it in the end. It's so boring, isn't it? Because you're only doing it for the masculine. And you're all right, Jack, but you're not on your own in this. You're connected to someone else. So it's, you know, you still got to do it, dig down deep, find out the reasons for it. So it's done though, they're saying. You're not going to, there's nothing there. Elvis has left. He's gone. It's all gone. Right. The Hierophant and brand new. Ace of Wands, right? Brand new on the masculine energy. Point of attraction. This is so much happiness in this card. Because this is alignment. This is vibrational alignment. This is true God. Right? This is true revelations. This is not some outdated, skewed doctrine that aims to persecute and chastise. This is freedom to be who you want to be, to do what you want to do. We want to get loaded. We're going to have a good time, right? So, there we go in the Ace of Wands, running through brand new beginning for the masculine and mastery. Dancing and singing to Primal Scream, loaded. And then we've got the Knight of Wands here, healed, energy healed in the Knight of Pentacles. So again, the healing is, it's moved through, you could say. The Knight's a movement, so it's moved through the masculine. Right, it's coming out the other end. It's come out the other end. Right, so that's it. That's what we've got for this moon. I hope you find it helpful, insightful, and I hope you have a lovely, relaxing time in your bath, possibly with a glass of wine or not. That's up to you, and or whatever else it is that you like to use to relax. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.